I've been playing Raid for about 8 months now. I want to today go through all my legendary characters, talk about which ones I think are the best, which ones are the worst, and I would like to get you guys' opinion. So my account's starting to get pretty strong. I would like some more insight as to which champions maybe I should be focusing on versus which ones I definitely shouldn't be bothering with. I'm gonna give my personal experience on each one, and I know you guys will have a different experience utilizing different champions. Everyone's account's way different. So that insight will help me a lot as a still semi-newish player. I am trying my best to learn everything with the game. I feel like I've done a pretty good job. I clear hard 10 of most dungeons. My faction wars is getting pretty strong, but any additional help would be greatly appreciated. My name is Mythical, and let's get in and see how many legendaries total to start. Before we get started, click the link in the description right now to get the character Tagoar for free, as well as 3 other free epic champions as you progress your account. What you need to do is go into your player and play on your PC, log out of your account, and then uninstall the app. Go into the description, click that link, reinstall the app using a new email address. Play through the tutorial, then go to your mailbox. That's where you're going to find your Tagoar, your Ugo, your Ultimate Gallic, and your Lady Quillen as you progress. Then enter the promo code Supreme6 to get Supreme Gallic, an insane Void legendary character. Lastly, log in to the game for 7 days to get Alice for free as well. Don't miss your chance to get an amazing start in Raid, and click the link in the description right now. We're going to sort by rarity. So we have 4 mythical champions. These mythical champions are a huge backbone to my account. Lady Mikage, I did through the fusion. I had her about 3-4 months ago. She is absolutely amazing. Probably one of my most used, if not my most used mythical. Then we have Lazarius. He is my most used arena mythical. I do use Lady Mikage in arena as well, but Lazarius, I do use him in other content as well. He has a revive. His support form is super good, and then his other form is really good in PvP. Basically same as Mikage. A lot of legendaries seem like they have a PvE and PvE form, but Toshiro is going to be the PvE character. I don't see myself using him in PvP. Maybe I'm wrong, but he doesn't seem like the greatest PvP character. And lastly, Crixia, full PvP character. So these first 2, mixture, then 1 of each, basically. But these characters all have been absolutely amazing. I feel like I've gotten really lucky in terms of the mythicals I have pulled. If you guys are curious on spending, I have spent pretty decent amount so far. I don't know the exact total. I mostly have spent on the energy packs up. I buy energy. Lately, I've been buying a little bit more summons because all the summon events, but in the past, it's been almost all energy just to farm more and get my character stronger. I didn't care about getting a ton of characters. What I mostly wanted was to get my characters usable. That's the problem in a lot of these gacha games, is people will focus so much on getting more and more characters versus making the characters they have strong, and then they can't clear content. So some people have a crazy account, a bunch of characters, and not be able to beat anything. That is huge in Raid. I've seen a lot of people have a ton of characters, but they can't get past some of the easier-ish content in the game. So big advice, just focus on the characters that you do have. Every character is usable in this game pretty much. Some are pretty bad, some are absolutely insane. The power creep difference between characters is unbelievable, but you can make a lot of things work that you don't have to use the highest tier rarity, highest rated, all of that. Now going into legendaries, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 55. I think that's about 55-ish, but some of them are dupes. So I have around 50 unique legendaries over 8 months. But the thing is, probably a good 30% or more of them were free. First up is He-Man. I bought him. He was a purchasable only character. I believe it was 40 bucks. Way worth it to me. This character is absolutely amazing. I use him in every arena fight. I use him in live arena. I don't use him for much PvE except for like trying to speed clear maybe spirit altars or the keeps, what they called. I always mess that up. I don't know why, but keeps, I use them to try to clear those a little bit quicker, but he is very, very heavily used on my account without too great of gear. One thing you're going to see is my gear is not too good on my account, and that's the thing I focused on most. Gearing is extremely hard in Raid to get your characters to a point where, like, looking at the in-game players, it's unbelievable the difference between our characters. Next up, Gofred. Gofred seems really good. I used him when I first got him, but then I took his gear off and put him on other things. As you see, he's empowered. I didn't know what I was doing, so I did give him an empowerment when I got my first dupe. I don't do that anymore. That's why you see my duplicate legendary sitting on the account not doing anything. But Gofred seems like he'd be good in arena. I do use him in faction wars, but in arena, he keeps one character from dying in place unkillable on that character. That's pretty nice. Sir Nicholas was a free character, absolutely amazing. I pair him with Lady Noelle. Those two are used in a lot of my Dungeon 10 teams just to keep my teams alive. He gives an unkillable buff paired with Lady Noelle. Lady Noelle will proc his unkillable twice as often, so you pretty much are always unable to die, which is super strong. As a general damage dealer, he adds a bunch of survivability to everyone as well. Next up, Esme. I thought she would be a little bit better than she is. I do use her for my Hydra team, my lower tier Hydra team, not my top tier, which is nice to have, but I was hoping she'd be a little bit better. Maybe it's the build, maybe it's me, but she seems decent. Next up, Gretel, another free fusion character. I used her when she first came out. I do not have Hansel. They pair together amazingly. If I ever do get Hansel, I will go back and use Gretel more because I do have her souls. I have a 5-star soul on her, which is very good. Alice, I have not touched out. I have Alice built. I did not realize I had Alice actually kind of built. She has 100 crit chance, decent crit rate, a little bit of accuracy. I need to test her out. Maybe that's going to be an upcoming video. I finally built Alice. This is my opinion on her. Well, Alice is a thing. Do I have a relic on her? I do. I even have a relic. Okay, maybe I had that plan and forgot. I have not used Alice, okay? I know she's pretty dang good, especially in Arena. I fight her all the time on people's Arena defense teams, and I am shocked how well she can perform. Now, Ninja, my most used free character. Another free character. All these characters are free. Almost all of them are free, but Ninja is going to be the #1. I mean, he is by far the best free character in the game that they have given out, in my opinion. I got lucky when I first started Raid. It had his rerun, and I got Monkey King, and then they had the Ninja Returns thing like 2 weeks later. So I have Sun Wukong, and him was an amazing start to Raid, and he has become my most used. I use him in every single PvE content. His skill 1 hits harder than HP scaling damage dealers. I don't get it. I do not have his like Sand Devil form built up. I might do that now that I got Godseeker and Neri, but taking him out of all my other teams as like one of my core damage dealers is going to be very hard for me. Now Loki, I used him a lot at first. He is very good, annoying to kill. Those of you guys that have fought against the Loki, he is a free character. You can actually start a new account, or where at one point you can use the promo code, I think it was Get Loki, and get him for free, but he's just a login champion. Otherwise, during that event, he's really good. He can be used in Hydra. He can be used in PvP as his main place. He can extend debuffs. He's overall solid. I think he's definitely up there in my top 15 at least. And then next up, we got Lady Noelle, another free character. I talked about her a little bit. She pairs with Sir Nick. I use her on my clan boss team. The speed up that she gives, the revive, pairing with Sir Nick, giving infinite and unkillable. Also, one thing you're going to notice is all my characters are built on Relentless set, because that's the only gear I get that's decent. I can farm hard 10 of Dragon, I can farm hard 10 of Spider, and I still struggle to get gear. So it is what it is. You're going to notice a trend of all Relentless. Now, next up, we have Hagamon. This was a massive pull on my account. I think this was my first legendary. I got him within the first week of playing. I got a Void legendary right out of the gate, and he always gets turn 1. Those of you guys that don't know Hagamon, he is a Void legendary that's going to get turn 1, and his skill 3 is super RNG, but it places a decreased attack and a block active skills. So if you bring him in, your opponent does have Stone Skin, you rip S3, if you land that block active skills, the opponent can just skill 1, but it's at a 50% chance. The decreased attack also helps, but landing these debuffs is very annoying. He does get banned a lot in live arena, which is nice. If someone's trying to race me, they'll always ban Hagamon, and then I get all my speed through. He was a big pull for me being able to play just PvP content within the game. Now Wixwell, this was the character I was most excited to pull back a couple videos, and it was probably about a good 2 months ago. He completely changed my clan boss team. I used him in more than just clan boss, but his survivability is unbelievable. He gives shield, he grows the shield, and it makes you to where you just never die. He's very good. Now Pythian was a fusion character, but I pulled 2 of him now off shards. Very strong as well, using my Chimera. I think he is definitely up there, potentially my best healer on the account. He has a cleanse, he has a revive, he has everything you need for a just general support character. Healing support character, he does it all. And his skill 1 gives additional healing, so paired with Mikage getting that additional attack definitely helps keep my team alive big time. Now, Kadrifun. I pulled 2 of them. I just pulled 1 in the last video. If you go check that out, I got 3 different legendaries and I had barely any shards. I got pretty lucky, but one of them was dupe and the other 2 I don't see myself being able to use for a long time. It is what it is. So I haven't given him his blessing yet. I do have a soul on him. He is very good. One of the things I do not have him booked. He hits super hard. He gets additional turns. He can hit twice on a skill 1. I think Kadrifun is fantastic. but I'm not at a point where I can use him yet. One of the biggest things is Arbiter is on everybody's team. He has a passive that whenever Arbiter uses their skill 3, he puts on Perfect Veil, which is going to help keep him alive big time. I think the reason I haven't used him is because I wanted to get him on Stone Skin. I feel like Stone Skin plus the Perfect Veil is going to be massive. Without that, I'm gonna struggle to keep him alive is one of the issues. Next up, we have Fushan. I've not used him very much. I put him on a destroy set because I didn't know where I wanted to use him at all. And I started using him within, I believe it's the beetle that you fight in Doom Tower to get a little bit of destroy damage on. He does have overall good debuffs. He has a decreased defense, 4 hit decreased defense, and then 2 hits, and then his skill 1 is just a single hit, but it has a 25% chance of placing extra hit. So ideally, maybe Fire Knight he could be usable in. Not really sure. I'm curious of his reviews actually. He's not rated too high. I really wanted Theodore, but never got him. Athorian, my #1 pulled character. All right, Ninja's my #1 free damage dealer. Athorian has carried me through everything. He's a god of Hydra. He used to be my farmer for campaign. He does everything with the skill 2 max HP damage. He hits like a truck. You just build him a ton of crit damage. And one of the other things is his passive is whenever he kills a champion, he gets an extra 20% HP, max HP. So whenever you're fighting Hydra, he becomes super bulky. When you're farming just any general content, by the time you get to the boss, he's insanely hard to kill. He actually ends up generally soloing on my Ice Golem team. He will stay alive and be able to just solo. Now, Armand's my #1 arena character outside Crixia. I just got her, but Armand's, I don't remember when I got him, but I did get him at some point, obviously. I did not do the fusion for him, but he was the Valentine's Day fusion previously. Fabian is the new Valentine's Day fusion. They're both insane, but this character, if you've ever fought him, he has always been in live arena. If you ever fight into him on an arena team, you know he can just solo anything. He is unbelievably strong. He's one of my faster characters. He's on Relentless set because that's where most of my speed gear is. I do have this piece. It is a 35 speeder. Pretty good. I got that very early on the account. 308 speed for A, and with the boots are missing quite a bit of speed as well. He could be much faster, but I think he's absolutely amazing. This is actually a character I show off to people who don't play Raid just to show how strong just a legendary individual character can be in this game. Very, very good. I won't go over each character's skill kit specifically, but he has an AoE stun and steals turn meter, and the opponent never gets to do anything. Go fight one in arena if you're a new player, and you'll see real quick. So, Hefrak. Hefrak was a character that was bullying me in arena. I never knew what he did until I pulled him. Then once I pulled him, I was like, oh, this makes sense. He's very strong. One of your characters dies, he procs and deals up to 2 hits of insanely high damage. So he's a character you throw on with some other squishy unit. If that squishy unit dies, he bops. I just recently got him finished. I made a video over him. I'm pretty happy with him overall. I still need to do a little bit of his masteries. By a little bit, I'm not even... no, I did do a lot of his masteries. I forgot. Okay. There's a lot of upkeep I need to do to the account. I've been trying to do too many things at once, and I forget the stuff that I finished. I play this game like 5 hours a day, so it's hard to keep up with everything. Now, next up, Syl. I have not gotten to use her yet. She is very good. One of the better free login champs, if not the best free login champ you get. I just got her I believe it was last month, because is it 6 months or 7 months of logins? I think it's 6 months. So I do have her 6-starred. I do have a soul on her, but I have not gotten a chance to build her yet. That will be an upcoming video soon once I figure out where to put her, but that's another free champion. Now we have Stalk. He is another free champion. I have not used him yet. I've seen some videos of him soloing, or pretty much soloing or duoing any hard 10 dungeon content, which is super cool, but I have not got a chance to do much with him yet. He does need books. And one of the bad parts I talked about earlier, when you get too many legendary characters, it is so hard to get a bunch of books unless you spend money on them. I've never bought a book in this game, so a lot of my characters are just on the bench waiting to get some books, and then they'll get in and get tested out, and by the time I get the books, I'll probably pull another character that will end up in the same situation, and I'll end up booking that character first because I think they're better and I'm more excited, and these other characters sit on the bench waiting for the day that magically they give us 100 legendary skill tomes, which probably won't happen ever. Next up, we have Sun Wukong. This is a promo code character, which if you've ever downloaded through my download link, this is the character I used to suggest before Supreme Gallic. Super good. I use him a lot. He doesn't have the best of builds, but he still does absolutely insane damage, and he does not have good gear at all, and he hits like a truck. If you have a good Sun Wukong, I've seen legendary reviews of top accounts. They pick him over a lot of the mythical mythical characters, which is crazy to me. Now, Tagoar, this is a character I haven't got to fully utilize him yet. I put him on a regen set. His gear isn't fully upgraded. He's super good. I saw a video recently. I believe it was Ash. He used 5 Tagoars and it just killed everything within like 10 seconds. It was unbelievable to see, but just having one of him is very good as well. And I will eventually get to a point where I'm testing him out, but I think he's great. Lord Shazar has the highest speed aura in the game. I did try to use him for live arena because that's one of the main things I got into raid for was the live arena. I was like, wait, they got RTA or live arena now? I want to get into the game. And then I fell in love with the PVE, and that's the main thing I focus for now. I know eventually I'll get more into live arena, but it is hard. It's unbelievably hard. So Lord Shazar is on the bench until a day that I can get more gear, more everything, and bring him back out. But he's pretty good. I don't think he's insane, but having that extra couple percent for a speed lead is amazing. Diamond Coppercoin. He's probably not rated very high. He's rated horribly. But his skill 1 healing is absolutely insane. I don't think he deserves this bad of reviews. I've used him in multiple different things and he performs relatively well. I think I could replace him with other characters, but that skill 1 heals for more than any other heal I've seen in the game for like a skill 1 heal. I don't think there's a percentage. I think it's based off his HP. Yeah, it's based off this champion's max HP and then 2% for each buff on him. He'll heal my entire team off 1 or 2 skill 1. So take a turn. If he Relentless Set takes another turn, or if my Lady Mikage dual attacks or does some multi-attack with everybody, all my characters are full HP always. So I don't think he's as bad as it says, but I don't know. Now, my best Void Legendary character is Volcanon. This character is sick. I did just make a video on him. He hits super hard. He has a basically mythical skill kit. I use him in Hydra as well. I pair him with Wukong in both Arena and Hydra, so he just kills Wukong, gets that passive as well as hits like an absolute truck. He blocks revives. He can go through unkillable shield, all of this. Very, very strong character. Now, Acrizia, one of the other, I think this is my best PvE Void champion, whereas this is my best PvP. Hagamon's up there too. But Acrizia, I was super excited to pull him, but I have not gotten... I do use Acrizia a lot. His enemy max HP damage on all of his skills, very good for all bosses, but I don't use him that much. It's been very weird. I feel like my Thorian's better. My Ninja hits harder. It's been hard to slide in an Acrizia use case. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. I've fully booked him. I've did everything I can, but Acrizia just doesn't do the same as the Thorian and my other characters. Maybe it's a gearing issue. It doesn't have as good of gear as like my Thorian and Ninja are both on like my most premium gear on my account. Maybe that's part of it, but I'm not sure. Now, next up we have Scored. This was one of my first fusions, if not my first fusion character. I haven't used him yet. I did build him up. I have kind of used him in Faction Wars, but I haven't used him. I don't know if I really need him. I was like, oh, I want to get into Hydra. I'm going to do this fusion, but I haven't found a use for him. Now we have Astrolon. I have not used him yet at all. I don't know much about him. If he is good, let me know. He's a character I'll definitely look into building. I like this passive. It fills the champion's turn meter, decrease incoming damage by 25% if the attacker's attack is lower than this champion. Helps him stay alive. His overall kit seemed pretty good. Lots of buffs that he can give out and decent debuffs as well. Astrolon, I think, is very good. Let's check the rating. He's rated middle tier. Not a character that I have any like speed need to build. Next up we have Narma. I did try her on Clan Boss. I think she's decent. She has a lot of poison mechanics. I never booked her. She has some healing within her kit too. I think Narma's pretty solid, especially if you don't have a Clan Boss team set up. But for me now, I'm not sure where I'll use her in. If you guys have any specific places you maybe use her, let me know and I'll check it out. This is the character that shocked me. This was my first Prism Shard ever. I pulled him and I was like, well, he's legendary. That's cool. I am able to, or was able to do so much more with my account because of this character. His passive is, I think, he's rated pretty high. So people do know that he is solid, but his passive is severely underrated. Every time he hits the opponent, it's going to lower their attack and defense by 5% or accuracy and res, or as well as accuracy and res, depending on which status high. It stacks up 30%. Taking off 30% of Clan Boss's damage and lowering the defense, he was allowing me to clear higher tiers of Clan Boss way earlier than I should have because I didn't have any survivability, but he made it to where I didn't take any damage. Probably added a good 5 to 7 turns of Clan Boss with this passive, which is amazing. Plus he has an increased crit rate for the team, increased crit damage. Everything about him is very, very solid. Very underrated character. Now, Dring, I did pull him. I did not do the fusion for him. Not used him yet. He could be used in Spider. He's an HP burn style character. Started to build him. Didn't end up using him. Next up, we have Tartaruga Brimehide. Seems like a pretty good character as well. Decent Hydra and Faction Wars. That's the 2 places I've used them. I don't have a gear set on them anymore. I tested them when I first got them. Have I booked them at all? Tell me I haven't. I have not booked them at all, but they seem decent. I mean, as an extra character, he is mostly a support character. Perfect Veil, shield, and block debuffs. Helps keep your team alive. The passive is reflecting damage and 30% chance to place a freeze on the attacker. Also nice. So decent character. Mashallah, a very good character. I did use him in Clan Boss. I use him in Fire Knight, a couple other places, because he gives increased crit damage and the increased speed, plus putting leech on everything. Helps me stay alive, gives me extra damage, and gives me extra turns, which helps me stay alive as well. That's been the hardest thing with Raid, is it's hard for me to stay alive in some of these dungeons. Most of the hard 10s will one-shot my team. That's why our Lady Noelle and Sir Nicholas come in and put the unkillable on. I'm able to clear it in the time before all the buffs run out, but survivability in Raid, once you get to those hard 10s, is ridiculous. They just one-shot you every time, especially Fire Knight. Fire Knight hard 4 one-shots me. I'm not to hard 10 Fire Knight, but mashallah, very good in a lot of different content. I've tried him in Clan Boss, tried him in Hydra, probably rated high in Hydra, right? Yeah, 4.8 in Hydra, just rated high everywhere. Ooh, also Chimera. This is a very, very good character, but not somebody I put a ton of investment into, but definitely up there on the list. Now, this is another one, Bad El Khazar. I pulled them randomly, and I just haven't had a chance to build them, but I know they are very, very good. Then we have Eligius. As someone who wants to get in a live arena, I love Eligius's kit. He used to be the worst character in the game. As you see, these ratings are terrible, but I think in a live arena, he could be very good, as well as just regular arena if you know where to bring him. So very, very long and weird skill kit, but I think very good. He prevents his own death, and if he prevents his death, he boosts turn meter, and whenever he uses skill 3, he's going to decrease turn meter, so it has a lot of control style aspects to him, as well as a safety net unkillable, which is good. Jetney I pulled. I'm definitely going to be building her for Faction Wars. I think she's decent. I think she's decent, maybe she's terrible, but for Faction Wars, she has some AoE attacks, which I think is going to be pretty solid. She is a pairing character with Crimson Horn. Do not have Crimson Horn, so she's on the list. I mean, I've already 6-starred her just because I was looking for characters 6-star, and I need my Barbarian team stronger for Faction Wars. I want to get Lydia. Hopefully, I can get that within the next month or 2. Now we have our Longbeard. Longbeard seemed pretty solid, very simple skill kit. Going in, he's going to multi-attack with all your allies. Very simple, but pretty decent, good for Fire Knight, getting the multi-hit. Now we have Mad Hatter. Have not gotten a chance to use him yet either, but he seems really cool. He has a dual attack. He has a bunch of really good debuffs. He has debuff spread. I think he's good. If you guys use your Mad Hatter, let me know your uses for him. Brogni is a character I'm definitely focusing on. I've already gotten a soul for him. I've gotten him geared to an extent, and I am excited to utilize him paired behind Wixwell. He has a shield, reflect, and heal. So when Wixwell puts up shield in him, I believe it will reflect the damage. He's rated very high. I didn't know anything about him. Once I pulled him, I was like, wait, this seems like it works on all of my teams. So he is getting close. I will make a video over him, what I think of him and where I use him. This is a really cool character I pulled that I will be trying to do a video on as well. Calvalax, I've actually booked most of him up. I need 4 more books to finish him. Whenever the turn starts, he places 4 poisons at the start of everything, and they're 1-turn poisons. He has some enemy max HP attack, as well as extra hits and things for having poisons on the opponent. I'm definitely going to pair him with Theodore. Stock all my poison characters. Narma could pair with him. I think he's going to be super, super cool and fun to use. Next up, we have Jeroboam. He seems actually decent. He has low speed, but has a 70% chance of increased duration of all enemy debuffs and fills turn meter. And his passive is turn meter reduction effects against this champion by enemies are reduced. So if he doesn't get pushed back, he can then push up your ally team. Doesn't seem terrible. I'm sure he's rated low. Yeah, he's rated terribly, but I could see myself using him in live arena at some point. Rosh card I pulled, didn't end up messing with him at all. He has unkillable or block damage on a 4-turn cooldown. Not the worst, but also not really the best. I don't have any place I want to use him now. He can be used for an unkillable Demon Lord team, I believe, and he's going to be good for Faction Wars, but I have already an insane Sacred Order Faction Wars, so he just fell off, not very usable. Next, we have Netheril. Netheril seems pretty good, but I did build him when I first got him. He has attacks on enemy, decrease the turn meter by 75%. He has a base speed of 94 though. I realized that and I was like, I don't think I'm going to use him. He has a multi-hit, he has poisons and stun, I believe. Yeah, he has a stun, decreased speed, and he has 1 enemy 3 times with some poison chance. I tried him on Clan Boss, wasn't very good. He's rated decent in Faction Wars though. That turn meter pushback probably very good there. Skeletor, I think potentially the worst free character they've ever given. I don't know. I haven't even messed with them. The Incarnate, once I get Arbiter, she pairs with Arbiter well. We won't go over her too much, but I think she could be pretty fun. She has all, if you have Arbiter, she becomes, when killed, resets cooldown of Destiny's Call, which is going to be the revive on Arbiter. I think those two paired together could be really fun. Then we have Ignatius. This character is an HP burn character. Can be decent Spider Den, rated very low. I already have my Spider 10 cleared. Elenaril is a free character you can get through certain player or people's promo codes. She's not the best. I mean, she's probably rated decent, yeah, but any free character is going to be rated higher than they should be. I don't think she's bad, but I don't think she's good. Correct me, or like super good. She's definitely usable. Correct me if I'm wrong and you think she's very good, but I've had the chance to have her for my promo code and I don't take it. Now, next up, we have Bells. The Bells seems pretty solid, not super strong. He's a free character. Not too interested in building him up just yet. He is an orc. I could use him in Faction Wars. He has somewhat decent skill kit with attacking multiple enemies on the skill 3, and he puts leech and deals additional hits, I believe. Decreased defense is nice, but it's only on single target. He does ignore defense. He seems good, but not something in the high priority right now. We're almost through them all. We have Cupidus. I do not have Venus, so I have not messed with Cupidus, but he does seem pretty solid. He has very high ratings. One of the characters that I will end up utilizing eventually. Then we have pulled Vizier. Vizier had a decent rating in Clan Boss, but everything else was low. Not really too sure about him. He's one of the newer characters I pulled. If you do use him, let me know. Breakus, the shifter, has a 6 hit, I believe. Yeah, one enemy 6 times. He's rated somewhat decent. Fire Knight's Castle. I mean, getting 6 hits on Fire Knight's Castle and 3 hits on the skill 3, that's pretty dang, that's a lot of hits. I feel like he could definitely be usable in Fire Knight for me because I do not have any kind of character that, besides Coldheart, that hits a lot. So maybe we'll look into Pythian dupe. And then we have Kadrifan dupe, and then we have Fushan dupe. And the last 2 characters are Errol, which I just pulled in my newest video. Very basic skill kit, nothing special there. And then Kaja the Rai, which pairs in every single skill on her kit with Timid the Fool. Don't have any plans to use her anytime soon. She's rated decent, but without Timid, I'm not sure where I'd use her. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know on her. That's all my legendaries. So 8 months, 50 or so legendaries, 4 mythicals. I feel like my account's on a really good spot. I'm loving the game still. There are so many projects I'm working on. As you saw while we we're going through, I found like 4 things that I forgot I did that I need to go in and finish. But yeah, that is my account. That was a lot of talking. Again, any help, if you guys, maybe one of these is your favorite character, let me know where you use them and why you use them. And maybe if I said a character was good, tell me why there's a replacement maybe that I have that would outperform that character. That'd be amazing. But it's been Mitch Orditi. Again, QR code at the top, download link description. If you download through that link, make a second account. Supreme Gallic is only here for so long. Get an account with him on it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.